Hi, I'm Joel from Make Events. Now, obviously this is a virtual event, but we think it's important to talk about live as well. So we're joined today by some of our venues, Stock Exchange Hotel, Manchester Central, Lancashire County Cricket Club, Hotel Football and Tower of London, who I've caught up with this week to see what the roadmap back to live looks like for them.
I'm Shaun Hinds, I'm Chief Exec of Manchester Central, currently serving as a Nightingale Hospital.
Hi, I'm Steph, the Sales Manager at the Stock Exchange Hotel.
Hi, I'm Jess and this is Abi and we're from Hotel Football.
I'm Angela Hodson, Sales Director at Emirates Old Trafford, home of Lancashire Cricket.
So it hasn't all been doom and gloom. Tell us the positives for you over the last 12 months.
Our owners made the decision to open up to help the NHS and provide free accommodation. So that was something, really positive to help the wider community and help, those who needed it most. So it was amazing to be involved with that. We also had a project that we put together called Rise, along with our sister hotel, Hotel Football. And so that kind of gave everyone on furlough the opportunity to come together, think of ideas. It was all on a volunteer basis. And we're quite lucky at the moment, we are open for essential business.
I think originally when we closed the hotel, we'd made the decision to house the NHS teams. This allowed the team to kind of get together, really get to grips with what the virus was doing and how it would affect things moving forward. So actually it gave everyone a lot of confidence in how they would operate, and it sort of took that anxiety away a little bit, because if you needed that respite, you didn't have to just be at home furloughed, you could come in and volunteer. So if, like me, you were stuck at home homeschooling, it was great to kind of get out and come and do a bit of volunteering to support the team.
Becoming a Nightingale Hospital was an incredible transformation, and that we're used to transforming this venue every time we run an event, but we've never done anything like that before, and in such a short space of time. So for me and for quite a few of the team in Manchester Central actually that were a key part of that, that was an incredible experience and something that I think will stick with us for many years to come. Initially, we felt that the period of time that we were going to be serving as a Nightingale was probably going to be maybe top 6 months. But it soon became pretty apparent that that wasn't the case. And we saw the rise of the virtual event, the studio, and indeed, Make Events were at the forefront of that. And we started to get the sense of optimism about how the return was going to come. And so since then, we've been planning, all sorts of scenarios about when we will be back in the live events arena.
Last year we delivered 21 international games. We were selected by the ECB to deliver a biosecure environment for cricket. So we supported the sport in getting cricket back up and running. The operations team here had to very quickly adapt to developing new processes and procedures in a COVID-safe environment. And we got cricket back on this gorgeous pitch that you can see over there. We hosted 4 elite international teams as well over in the hotel, and delivered it in the best way that we possibly could, providing every guest that came in with the best experience that we could in this new world of different processes, procedures that everybody had to follow. So they very quickly gained a lot of experience in how to operate ultimately in this new world.
As much as we would love to go and see all of our venues far and wide in person, sadly with travel restrictions in place, we have been unable to travel down to London, where we're joined today by Milan Thakrar from historic Royal Palaces, Tower of London. So what's coming next for your venue?
With the venues like ours, we're all about the experience, and walking in the footsteps of kings and queens and attending an event at historic Royal Palaces in person is something really unique and a huge selling point for us. However, we appreciate that we are having to adapt, and so we're really excited to launch virtual products like virtual tours and experiences to bring that historic and the storytelling experience that you receive when you come to historic Royal Palaces, but on a virtual platform and from your very home. And also we have got a brand new venue launching later this year. So at the Tower of London, we're launching a brand new space called the Reveller. For thousands of years, the the tower has hosted events. However, we've never been really able to dance and host, Christmas parties, gala dinners, etc. So after centuries of hosting events, we're finally enabling clients to throw a big party as well and have dancing on site at the tower. So you can host a beautiful event, you can have a private viewing in the Crown Jewels, have a lovely dinner in the White Tower, and then head to our brand new event space, the Reveller, where you can dance late into the night.
Whilst we can see a pathway, to the resumption of live events, I think we're all realistic to know that it's probably not, we're not going to get there in one smooth journey. I think we're going to see a few little stops and starts along the way. But the first job that we've got to do is we've got to return Manchester Central to becoming an events venue once again, and that means that all of the installation of the Nightingale has to be decommissioned. But like everybody, as we sit here in March, we're kind of wondering, when we get to June or when we get to July, what's it going to look like? And we're hoping for as normal an environment as possible, because then I think we've got a really busy summer ahead.
This year is going to be a really, really busy season. So again, we've got a domestic and international cricket season that is, just about to be delivered. We've got T20 Blast, which starts in June, which will be exciting because the hope is we get crowds back for that as well, which is brilliant. And then we have the Pakistan IT20 India Test match in September, and then the 100 competition is back in the summer as well, which is an exciting new form of cricket, which would be great to attract different audiences to the venue as well. And then live events, we're working on those, and the hope is that by sort of June, July, we can gradually start getting back into that mode, and hopefully a really busy back end of the year for business and social events. So that's the thing that I'm looking forward to, yeah.
What are you personally looking forward to the most post-lockdown?
Oh, that's a great question. Like a lot of people, been watching probably a bit too much telly, but I've been watching a lot of MasterChef, right? And the new season of MasterChef now is on, and whilst some of the dishes are a little bit questionable, it makes you realise how much you want to go to a restaurant for dinner. You look at it on the telly and it's stuff before that you just didn't even give a second thought to, because it was just, if I want to go to a restaurant, I'll go to a restaurant. But now you kind of really want to go, and that's going to be great.
I think just kind of seeing my family and friends and actually being able to do things without having to think about it. And live events, I've always been kind of very passionate about events, so getting out there and networking and inviting clients in here and being able to actually enjoy it. So yeah, just kind of a bit of normality.
Personally, I'm looking forward to welcoming the team back. It's going to be great to get everybody together, because we've been working remotely really for the last year. People are gradually starting to come back into that work environment again. And other than that, it is welcoming people back to the ground. It's so hard. When we delivered behind closed doors cricket, it was amazing, but it had no atmosphere. There was no people here, and it's just bringing sport alive again and live events, and people come through the doors and just enjoying, business events, social events, sport events, concerts potentially. So, it's just that connection I think that we all need as individuals and friends and people and families. So, yeah, we can massively contribute to that as a venue. So that's the most exciting thing for me.
We're looking forward to being on site. The palaces have been closed for pretty much a year now, and so we can't wait to open our doors to our clients, have the team come together, but also invite our clients to come on site and see the palaces for potential events for the future, and have that interaction with clients as well, face to face. I think that's what we've missed so much, and it's been great to have these virtual platforms, but that face-to-face interaction, with clients and your colleagues is something that I'm personally looking forward to.
I know it's been such a difficult year for everyone, and I think everyone's dying to get back together, so it's definitely the thing I'm most excited for. But on another note, I think for me, I started this position at Hotel Football in March 2020, so I literally had about 2 or 3 weeks before the whole world went into lockdown. So another thing that I'm really excited for is for the world to get back to normal, so that I can progress in my role and finally enjoy life.
There are lots of things I think over the past year I've learned that I don't need kind of in my life, and I can work a little bit differently. I think I've learned to be a little bit more effective with my time or what's important, and just getting out and supporting the industry again. I think it's been missed.
Make Events wants to thank all of the venues we've spoken to today. It's been really interesting to hear all of the positive things they've been up to throughout the lockdown, and there's some really exciting plans that they've all got for the future, and we're very much looking forward to be a part of that.